Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about functions. So now I will show you the technique how to answer. Determine whether the following functions are continuous at the given ask value. So we have A and B. In the question A, we know that ask square minus 1, we can put about ask minus 1 multiply with ask plus 1. We divide to ask plus 1. So you got about ask minus 1. We know that ask equal to negative number 1. If we put in here, you got about negative number 1 plus 1, you got about 0. The function cannot divide the 0, but this is about the straight line. So in this situation, so you have the graph in here, and we have s minus 1. That should be like this, but at negative number 1, they don't have the value in here. So we put about the circle, and this is discontinuous in this as equal to negative number 1. Similar for the question B, at s equal to number 1, that's still continuous. So in this situation, A, it should be about discontinuous, B should be about continuous. Question number 2, we have the function in here. The question is asked, where is G discontinuous? So if we look carefully about s equal to number 4, we put number 4 in here, number 4 in here, and number 4 in here. So you got about 6, 8, and number 2. As you can see that at location s equal to number 4, we have 3 number in here. Because 3 number, they don't have the same value, so we can say that they discontinuous. Next, question number 3, find the value of C and D that makes f continuous on from negative infinity to positive infinity. So we put s equal to number 1 in here, and we put number 1 in here. So you got about A plus D, that's about equal to number 2. Let's put s equal to number 2 in here. So you got about, oh, this is about C, sorry, that is about C. And if we put s equal to number 2, we got about 4c plus d. We put number 2 in here, you got about 8. And we can find the value of c and d in here. So you got c equal to number 2, d equal to 0. So in this situation, we put about c in here, and you got about 2s squared. Now let's go to the next one. So the next one, answer the following question using the relation described by this one. So we want to find first the derivative of this one. If we want to do first derivative of this one, you got about 2y, and first derivative of y, and we got about 3y, and we have 3s with first derivative of y. So dy dx we translate that to be about like this. So we put this one go to the left, equal to 3y. Later that we do factorization of first derivative of y. And we have 3y divided to this one. B. Determine the equation of the line tangent to this relations graph at number 2 and number 1. So we have first derivative of y in here. So we put the number 1 and number 2 in here. So we got about negative 3 over 4. So we have the formula of the tangent line. So we have negative 3 over 4 we put in here. X is about number 2, Y is about number 1, and this is about the tangent line in here. C. Determine where this relation graph has horizontal tangent line. For the question C, that means first derivative of y equal to number 0. So that should be about 3y equal to number 0 and y equals to number 0 in here. The next one, second derivative of the function. So we have first derivative of y. So we do second derivative. So we do first derivative of 3y minus this one the last one. We need to find the value of number 2 and number 1. So we have number 2, number 1. Let's say about first derivative of y. So we got about negative 3 over 4. And we have number 1 and number 2 in here. So this one we just input the number and you can get the final answer. That's the end.